Our planet is warming. According to the Met Office, 2016 has been the warmest year on record. We must stop deforestation, protect natural forests, and restore some of those that have been lost once extreme weather conditions are starting to become normal.
They are messages we've heard from him many times before. Prince Charles demanding we all act now if we're to tackle climate change.
Is this really the future we want our children and grandchildren to live through?
This is his latest solution, a simple new Ladybird book given exclusively to Sky News ahead of its release this week. We sat down with the Prince to find out what he hopes it will achieve.
There is still a great deal to do on this very pressing issue, including in relation to public awareness. It does rather seem to me that many people are still unsure about climate change in terms of what is really causing it, how urgent it is that we take action, why we must do that, and what might be the consequences if we don't act right away.
The front cover may show a picture of flooding here in the UK, but he clearly realises this remains a pressing international issue.
So why write a book like this?
I suppose in the end, the main message is about the need to act to avoid potentially devastating consequences later on. And not only for our sakes, but for those of our children and grandchildren. They, after all, will in the end pay the biggest price. And I hope this little book will enable a few more people to see the troubling situation that we find ourselves in.
For his co-authors, the inauguration of President Trump with his questionable climate change credentials has brought an added urgency to get the public on side.
I do wonder whether President Trump, when he gets the proper briefing, the security briefing, when he's in the White House, he will see that actually the United States is as vulnerable as everywhere else in terms of the effects of storms, forest fires and impacts on agriculture, and we'll see that it's in the national interest of the United States, irrespective of his particular views, to take action on this, and I do hope that's what he will be saying come February.
I don't think there's ever been a Ladybird book before in the history of Ladybird books to have been subject to multiple rounds of peer review, but now we have one, and given the nature of the topic area, it was incredibly important to us that we could assure that robustness of the scientific evidence.
While not short of supporters, Charles will always face criticism for wading into what some think is still a controversial issue that at times verges on the political. As a future king and the constraints that may bring, he clearly feels this is an issue on which he must act now.
The trouble is, as always, you never quite know which lens to look down.
Exactly.
Rhiannon, Sky News.